Tucked away behind the towering skyscrapers of Kuala Lumpur is Bukit Legong, one of many horse riding schools that have popped up around the country as the sport becomes more and more popular.
The farm is home to 11 horses who live in these stables behind me. Most of them are ex-race horses and are used in horse riding lessons for locals and visitors.
Recent flooding has damaged the popular horse riding school, raising concerns from animal welfare groups. Many of the horses on the farm have sustained significant injuries. Mark Sidney is a trainer at Bukit Legong and says efforts are being made to improve the conditions. He maintains the horses are well looked after.
The flood here was just next to the river, right? Next to the river, and then the flood is until the knee. Okay, just past 2 weeks back, they damaged all the padlocks and everything. So this is nature, right? I can't do anything. And then the welfare came, they checked my place, because people came in, they checked and everything. So my boss explained to them. And also now we are upgrading the place, like in stables, the horses, because some horses are injured because of the flood. They try to walk from stables and everything.
SPCA Selangor have been researching equine welfare in Malaysia for the past 6 months. Cunera Kay is an inspector at the non-profit organisation and says that Bukit Legong is just one riding school, part of a wider problem. Her identity has been concealed so she can carry out inspections anonymously.
More and more people are neglecting horses and they're not taking care very well. Maybe last time, very long time ago, those people who can have horses, those are very rich. But actually now, anybody can own a horses. Even as a normal people like me can own a horses. So there's a big problem there. These people who own these horses, they are not aware that they are not doing it very well. They're not capable to take care of the horses. They don't have enough resources to take care of the horses. In the end, the horses become malnourished and they don't have enough treatment and they get sick. And then they have not enough shelter, getting worse and worse.
Director of the Malaysian Equine Association, Dato Malik Jeremiah, says responsibility must be put on owners who sell the ex-race horses to trainers in Malaysia.
And that horse becomes an unwanted horse. He may be a very healthy horse, but he becomes an unwanted horse. Now, the big question is, nobody questions who the new owner is going to be and what are his capabilities and who is he, where is it going to be stable, and so on and so forth. You see, they're not concerned about that.
According to Malik, selling ex-race horses to inexperienced trainers can have disastrous consequences.
You get a horse from a racing stable that is well fed like as an athlete, and all of a sudden that change where he goes to an area where the people just don't know how to look after the animal, don't know how to feed it, and worse still, they're incapable of spending something like 20 to 30 ringgit a day to feed that animal in order to sustain his level of fitness and health. You see?
But Malik is hopeful that there is a brighter future for horses in Malaysia.
I am pleased to inform you that the Department of Veterinary Services is looking into enacting the Animal Welfare Act at some point, in the near future. With that enactment of a new Animal Welfare Act, then the liability of people who maltreat animals, they could face heavy penalties and even a jail.
Like Malik, Cunera is optimistic that animal welfare will only improve in the country.
Personally, I just hope that people will change in the future. People will start to realize, start to be more educated. Because once you treat the animals very good, means in the future you get better life.